We have such sights to show you.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Callie. This is Callie's Collectibles Reviews, and today I'm finally taking a look at Menasor. This bad boy beast of a transformer is absolutely amazing in my opinion. Let's jump into the review station, take a closer look. I'll see you in a minute. Bye! Okay, so here we are in the review station with Motormaster / Menasor in his vehicle mode and everything that comes in the box. The weapons are part of this, well, kind of. The sword is stored inside and this bit up here is the gun. So, yeah, it's a bit of a pain. But here's the instruction booklet. You can see a nice big gun there, look. But this instruction thing is massive. Okay. I'll take a quick look at the box in just a minute, but yeah, there's a lot of steps. There he is in Motormaster mode. There it is in base mode, if you want to call it that. And then you flip it around. And there's even more on the back to show you a Menasor mode. There you go. That is the instructions done with. Now, for the box, I will move Motormaster out of the way so this is a little bit easier for me. Because this is a fucking big box. Tilt it up a little bit so you get it fully in frame. But there you go. There's the box. Lovely. I love the artwork. Let me turn my light off a minute. There you go. Look at that lovely artwork. That is just stunning in my opinion. Sorry, my finger got in the way of the lens there. But there you go. Decepticon Motormaster on the side there. On this side you have again that artwork. On this side you have him in Menasor mode without the combined box on him. I suppose not to give spoilers, but and then on the back, excuse me, you have 5 of 5. 2 of 5 there, 1 of 5 there, 23 steps to go from this to base mode, 45 steps to go from this to this, and 23 steps to go from truck mode to Motormaster mode. So there we go. That is it for the box. Let's get that out of the way and bring in the wonderful, wonderful Motormaster. There we go. Let me just zoom in a little bit. There we go. There we have Motormaster in his vehicle mode. Truck and cab. They do separate. And the truck does have a, well, the trailer does have a little kickstand right here. You just want to get something in there and pull that out. Like so. And then you can pop it down there. It works, I guess. The only problem is I find is that this is just too small to hold the weight of this, because this is quite heavy, especially on the back end. This is really, really heavy. This trailer is quite heavy, but the problem is like slightest little knock and it drops back into place, but that's okay. We'll leave that off to the side for now and take a look at Motormaster in his truck mode. Let me just zoom this back out. There you go. There's the truck mode. Nice little purple Decepticon symbol right there. Loving this purple they've used for these bits. The molded detail on here. Don't know how well that's going to show off on camera. If it'll focus. It's not really going to focus. 2 seconds. There we go. There, look at that line work detail. That is just amazing. There's the back of the truck mode. There's the wheels. The wheels do spin freely from each other. And he does roll, as a truck should. He does roll. But there you go. That is Motormaster in his vehicle mode. And there's the underside. Now let's bring the trailer back in and hook it back up. There we go. And now we'll do, zoom back out again, because now we're going to do some comparisons with Motormaster. We have here Earthrise Prime. So you can see how they scale next to each other. Pretty good. That's Earthrise Prime. Here is Kingdom Magnus. For another sense of scale right there. And for this comparison, I'm going to bring him forward on like that. Because this guy is marketed as a commander class. And I only own 2 commander classes. One of them being... just had to reach for him. Skylynx. Move my camera over a little bit. There we go. And Rodimus Prime, because we all know on this channel that I am a Rodimus fangirl. Yes, I am. I don't care that he caused the death of Prime or whatever. This is my boy. But yep, there you go. There's the 3 commander classes that I currently own. I will say this. Time for me to go on a little bit of a tangent. We do tangents here on Calico Productions. A little bit of a tangent here. For me, when it comes to the commander class with Hasbro Transformers at the moment, going from Earthrise, Kingdom, and now Legacy. This guy, you are paying for the size. You know, it's got the 2 different robot modes. It's got the combined vehicle mode, it's got a base mode, and then it's got the full Skylynx mode. So for this, you are paying purely for size, because these were, you know, prices go up and down over the years, but roughly, if you buy these new, they're all round about the same kind of price. Brand new when they first came out. So this guy, you're definitely paying for size, because he is a big, chunky boy. Rodimus, on the other hand, you're paying for the engineering and the parts count, because this guy... Given the size and everything with this, it's a lot of plastic. You're paying for the engineering and the parts count in this guy. This one you're paying for the size, because it's a very simple transformation on Skylynx. With this guy, though, you're getting a nice balance between the 2. There's a lot of good engineering in this guy. I'm not going to show off the transformation. I will point that out right now. It's just too long and too involved. But this guy has got really good engineering. But given the parts count, the trailer and everything, and the final product when you make it into Menasor, yeah, that's where your money's going. So this guy, you're paying for engineering and price, engineering and size. But for these 2, I'd say this is the engineering price, this is the size price. So make of that what you will. It's my little tangent, my little rant. It's my channel. Do what I want. Thank you very much. But anyway, speaking of transformations and whatnot... I'm going to get this one done off camera, and then we will jump back and take a look at the Motormaster robot mode and the base mode for the trailer. But yeah, I'll do that in just a second. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we have Motormaster in his robot mode and his base mode, if you want to call it that. It's more of a gun encampment. But there you go. It looks pretty cool. I mean, you can have the other stunticons around it like it's a little... They've set up a little base of operations kind of thing. It works. There's this play factor. I get it. And it's something to do with the parts when you've got him in this little robot mode right here, which is a very cool little robot mode. I will say so myself. Right, I'm just going to adjust focus. Give me 2 seconds. Boom. Right, there we go. We can take a closer look at Motormaster. Let's take the sword out of his hands. And take a quick look at that. But there's the sword. Done in a nice gunmetal grey for the blade. The rest is just a solid black. Nice little bit of detail work on it, but other than that, nothing really massively special. That's the sword. Now for Motormaster himself, and I gotta say, that head sculpt, that purple metallic face with the purple eyes. Yeah, their head articulation is limited because, I mean, it's Motormaster. He's box head. I mean, come on, he's not going to get anything other than rotation in that thing. But there you go. Lovely, lovely details. I love that purple. Decepticon symbol picked out there. These are black plastic painted white, which I don't know how I feel about that over time. It may chip and come off, but it looks good. some more of that lovely, lovely purple. Down to the legs. I love the way that the feet actually kind of flip round on themselves to make little mini cab feet, which they're quite well articulated. I mean, look, you get rotation a little bit. You don't get much forward and backward, but there's a lot going on here. And let's face it, in a set like this guy's not the main attraction. Menasor is, let's face it. But yeah, very, very well done figure. This bit is supposed to lock in here, but I can never get it to sit just right low enough so that it locks in. See, look, you can see right in there, there's a little tab and a little slot, but I just cannot get that tab to go. Oh, there we go, she says as she does it. There you go. I mean, considering that this was a truck, the backpack cleans up pretty damn well. I will say that. There we go. There is Motormaster. Articulation is pretty standard. It's single jointed elbows, out to the side. Can get a full 360, but you're going to watch out for the junk in the back. Head is on a swivel. Thighs are on heavy, heavy ratchets because it has to hold up a lot of weight once it's all put together, but there you go. And the knees, you get a nice deep knee bend there, way over 90 degrees. I mean, if the leg was straight, that's way over 90 degrees. There you go. Okay, let's get him stood up. Stand, Motormaster, stand. Zoom my focus back out a little bit. There we go. Here he is with a comparison next to Earthrise Prime. And I'd have to say, robot mode-wise, I think they scale pretty damn good together. Like, you could see that being a fight that would happen in the show. Like, yeah. I think that works. And there's Motormaster using his gun emplacement. It's not very elegant, but I get what they were going for. But right, I'm going to get this guy all sorted out, ready for combine mode, and show off Menasor in all of his glory. I shall catch you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. And there is Menasor in nearly all of his glory. Just need to put the leg on and the other arm. And I wanted to show off the little transformation gimmick for this. There's tabs on the inside of this guy that correspond onto the arm. You plug them on like so. And then you simply split, if you can. She says, easier said than done. There you go, split it, pull out, and lock that up there. Do the same here. Double hinge, lock in place, and there you go. That's how you get them into arm mode. Let me just slot that on up here. Can be a bit tricky, especially when you're doing it at arm's length. Come on, there we go. And that's how you plug an arm on. Okay, so I've zoomed it in a little bit for this part because it can be a little bit fiddly, but there's posts right here, either side there, that go in to these ports right here, these two little holes. You simply push it against the purple piece, line it up, and in theory, you should. It's going to fight me because the camera's on. There we go. There is Wild Rider plugged in, full leg configuration mode, and what that does is that when you push this purple piece in, I'll show you on this leg so you can see it. It spring activates a flap so that when you turn him back round, it covers up the leg. So there we go. And I hear you say, what do we do with the other bits left over? Well, here's what's left over from the trailer. It can be a little gun emplacement for him to hold. That's what the instructions show you. Get his arms up and put it on there. And whatever. That's just, yeah. And the sword, unfortunately, when you put it in his hand, it just ends up looking like a butter knife in his hand. See? Not good. Not a good look at all, in my opinion. But that's just me. But anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's try and do this. Articulation. Oh, I forgot to put that in. And tuck that in as well. Articulation on this guy when he's fully in Menasor mode. Head is on a swivel. That is it. Now, up and down, just swivel side to side. Arms can go out to the side like that. On very heavy ratchets, as you heard. Elbows. Again, on heavy ratchets, you get 90 degrees. Straighten that back out. You get rotation just below the elbow. And wrists are on ratcheted rotations as well. Same both sides. Working down the body, you've got a waist twist. Legs can go all the way out. All the way forward on nice heavy ratchets. Oh, nearly. That is one problem. The legs don't lock in at the back. So when you go to push the leg back, you'll take the leg off. But you can go all the way back. Whew, this is a workout. And the feet can pivot again on heavy ratchets. And they can't tilt forward, but they can. Can't tilt back, sorry, but they can go forward. That's more for transformation more than anything else. But, whew, heavy boy. Heavy, heavy Menasor. Let's go freehand for a moment, get a closer look at some of the details. Lovely, lovely head sculpt there. I love all the mechanical detail that's got on it. Let me just zoom in. I love all the mechanical detail, like here on the belly. And then down here on the legs. The detail work on this guy is absolutely amazing. I can definitely say that about it. There we go. For comparison size-wise, here he is with Optimus Prime. You can see a lot taller than Prime. And there he is with Megatron. And as you can see, they scale pretty well, in my opinion. I mean, there's not much more I can say, but now I'm going to jump out and give you my final thoughts. Okay then, so that was my review of Menasor. And oh my god, Transformers Legacy. If you carry on doing combiners like this, I will keep buying them. I will. But yeah, that has been my review of Menasor and Motormaster and the Stunticon Menasor Meltdown Showdown thing, whatever I was calling this. It's all done now. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the reviews. I hope you've enjoyed me taking a look at this amazing, massive figure. Flap, flop down. But yeah, absolutely amazing figure. I will catch you in the next review. Until then, stay insane. Bye.
We have such sights to show you.
That's it, man. Game over, man.